Hey tubers, I'm back again, same night. Tonight will be, I guess, a double whammy night. Excuse the eating of candy. I am a junk food junkie. But anyway, I've tried to make this video about 3 or 4 times. That's the sad part. I can never do it. My youngest kid, I was interrupted. Noah, you met him. I'm sure numerous times, heard him. I'm sure you will meet him again in the future. But anyway, I wanted to talk about the so-called controversy surrounding hair texture and people claiming the wrong texture and I guess light skin versus dark skin, good hair versus bad hair, yada, yada, yada. I keep reading all of these different blogs and listening to vloggers and different things about this. And I guess I don't understand. I don't get it. What is the big deal? People, like, if anything, I think we should really be embracing the fact that so many of us, African American women, men, people, we're embracing who God made us to be. And it's okay to be that way, to have nappy, kinky, coily, curly hair and embrace it and wear it that way. So I think we should really try harder to help each other and to encourage each other rather than to tear each other down, because it seems like there always is some type of separation. At first it was separation of um, white and black, and now light skin versus dark skin, now so-called good hair against bad hair, or, now there's categorizing twos, threes, and fours, and if you're not a 4A or you're not a 4, you're not really a natural. We don't accept you because your hair is too loose, or I don't know. Or my favorite, you hear people say, um, I can't go natural because I don't have good hair. And I always say, well, what is good hair? Like, I don't understand. Oh, you don't understand because you have good hair. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, you look at my hair and you see these curls and you think, oh, that's why she went natural. But just like so many other people who went natural, going into this journey, I didn't know what to expect. I mean, I could have had the kinkiest of kinky hair, and that would have been fine. Like, I wouldn't have had a problem with that. I would embrace that, because apparently when God made me, He saw me perfect just the way I was, with the kinkiest, curliest, coiliest, thickest hair possible. Um, I look at a lot of pictures, like I call them hair inspirations. A lot of other naturals call it the same thing, hair inspirations, or you look at pictures of women with beautiful natural hair, and it inspires you to continue on your journey. Um, and you can look at women without hair like yours, and it still inspires you, because honestly, I feel like, when are people going to realize that our black is beautiful? Whether you're light skinned or dark skinned, what's the difference? Like, I don't understand. In my family, there's both light, there's dark, there's fat, there's skinny, there's tall, there's short. There's diversity within my family. Um, if you look back into my family history, yes, there's many things. My particular family, we're Creole. We're from New Orleans, which means we're a mixture of white and black and French. We also have a little bit of Indian, which is, I'm sure most black people say that I'm part Indian, but seriously. So we have a lot of things in my background. People are like, oh, that's why you feel that way, and, yada, yada, yada. But, there are some beautiful, absolutely gorgeous, dark-skinned African-American women. Like my grandmother. My grandmother is dark skinned, and she's absolutely gorgeous. It looks just like me, but has darker skin. I mean, and to be honest with you, to be completely honest with everybody, anybody who looks at this video, and this is the God honest truth, you ask my mother, who's also light skinned, she would say the same thing. I would happily trade a dark skinned woman for her skin. Like, you guys don't understand. Like, I'm not complaining because, God made me the way I am. But at the same time, with my skin complexion, it shows everything, like marks, bruises, my son, my baby, he likes to scratch. Like right now, I currently have a scratch that's healing from he just, he just decides to scratch, and it shows. Like, so I hate that. The fact that my skin shows everything. I cannot get enough sleep and be dark right here. Or my allergies are coming. It looked like somebody batted me in my eye, like punched me a couple times, and now I look, crazy. I get sick. I look like I'm about to die. Like, you guys don't get it. Like, your skin is so gorgeous. Like, it's absolutely gorgeous. Like Nia Long, Gabrielle Union. Like, the list goes on. I mean, there's so many beautiful Brie, like from that Tyra Banks modeling show, whatever. She's absolutely gorgeous. There are so many absolutely gorgeous, and I think the sad part is that my dark skin sisters, which I hate to use the word sisters because it's like you get this natural hair and all of a sudden everybody's a sister. But at the risk of sounding like that, I'm just gonna say, I feel like you guys. You don't see how beautiful your skin is. You don't see how beautiful you are because of the way society makes you feel about yourselves. They make you feel like you're less than adequate or you don't live up to certain standards because you're not their idea of what beauty is. But just deciding to embrace your natural hair, you're going against mainstream ideas of what beauty is. I think I'm one of those people that I love being different, being an individual, which right now I guess being natural is a trend. I mean, it's not my first time going natural. I went natural, before about 5 years ago, but I really didn't know what I was doing. I had no idea. 5 or 6 years ago, my daughter was a baby. I had no idea about YouTube. There was, and if there were forums and blogs and vloggers, I knew nothing about it. So I was really unsuccessful. I actually grew my hair out to probably be natural with shoulder length hair, but it was very dry and brittle. So like I said in one of my previous videos, I wore braids for a long time. It was my staple hairstyle simply because I didn't know how to take care of my own hair. And that's sad in itself because how do you not know, how to take care of your own hair as a society? That just goes to show how brainwashed we are or we have been, or how influenced by outside forces we have been when it comes to what our definition of beauty is. That's what we need to realize as a society, is that we're not going to be beautiful like the white women or the Asian women or the Indian women or whatever, Puerto Rican. We're not that kind of beautiful. They have their own beautiful. Just like we have our own beautiful. We have the beautiful tan skin, the skin that doesn't really get sunburns like that. I mean, some of us do. I mean, I've been sunburned before. We have this beautiful skin. We age well. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a lot of things, from our curves to us being able to bear children and our bodies bounce back. There's a lot of beautiful things that goes into being a black woman. And it's a lot to be thankful for and a lot to embrace. And I mean, I guess a lot of us, we spent majority of our lives wishing to be something else. But it's funny when you have that aha moment when you realize you've always been exactly what you wanted to be. I just really think that it's time for our society to wake up. Like my daughter, I'm going to have to bring her on because I keep saying I'm going to do it. My daughter is brown skin. She's not light like me or my son Noah. I love my daughter's skin. I've said this to her numerous times. I said, Mommy's going to take your skin and your hair, and because she has these slanted eyes, my daughter is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, most people ask me, what is she mixed with? What is she mixed with? And I'm like, well, she's black. I mean, that's it. I mean, her mother's Creole, but her father is just black. I mean, there's nothing special. You're just black. I don't go around telling people, oh, I'm Creole. That's why my hair looks like this or whatever. I'm black, period. People are like, oh, but you got to be mixed with something. No, I don't. Most people don't even know I'm Creole. I'm telling you guys this because it's my channel and I'm sure people want to know more about me intimately. But most people don't know that. I just tell them I'm black. What are you mixed with? Black and blacker. That's what I say. I'm black and blacker. My mom is black. My dad is blacker. That's what I'm mixed with, period. My daughter, she's black and blacker. She's gorgeous. Absolutely. I tell her this all the time. I make my daughter feel and know how beautiful she is, both inside and out. her hair. She embraces her kinks, her curls, her coils. She has been embracing that since she was young. When I wash her hair, she wants me to clean the mirror off, from the steam, so she can see how beautiful her curls are. Each and every time I wash her hair. From when she took her pictures recently, I did the Eco Styling Gel, and she wore her hair out curly for the first time. 6 years old, wore her hair out for the first, and she loved it. All of her little Hispanic friends with the long flowy hair down to their butt loved it. Other little black girls loved it. Little white girls loved it. Oh, your hair is so pretty, Michaela. I wish I had hair like you. Yada yada. So she doesn't have those same inferiority complexes that a lot of us grew up with. I can't say, speak for others, but I know I grew up with that. I wished I had the long flowy hair, the straightness, yada yada. It's not until, recent years or whatever I've learned to appreciate just the way God made me. So I want my daughter, the next generation, I think a lot of us should look at that way. We want our children to grow up with a better sense of self-worth, from the way you look, because your hair, like India Arie says, I'm not my hair. My hair doesn't define me. My skin complexion doesn't define me. My height or my girth, my weight, none of that defines me. Who I am on the inside, my intellect, my personality, my sense of humor. This is who I am. My spirituality. These are things that actually matter, not the other crap, not the outside stuff that people tend to focus on. So whether you're a 3B, 3C, 2A, 1, 2Z, D, F, A, whatever. It doesn't matter what you are. It doesn't matter. Let me get a little closer to you guys. It does not matter your hair type. It doesn't matter your skin complexion. It doesn't matter the color of your eyes. It doesn't matter how, your weight. It doesn't matter your skin, like I said, I think before. It doesn't matter any of that. None of that makes who you are. It doesn't define you. It doesn't define who you are. When people meet you, they see your beautiful smile. They get to know your personality, your sense of humor, your intellect. These are things that make you. You understand what I'm saying? I think a lot of us get away from that, and then that misconception, that brainwashing, so to speak, it rubs off on our children. So it's about time that we as a society, we wake up, both the men and the women, because the men, because of our mothers, not speaking about my mother, because my mother is a very secure woman within, who she is and her appearance, and my mother is a very smart, educated woman. But for others, our men, they grow up with this sense of, I like this type of woman because this is what I was told beauty is. So the sooner you realize how beautiful you are, the sooner you realize your worth, the sooner you can give that same sense of worth to your child, to the futures to come, So that's my take on it. I'm quite sure somebody's going to disagree with something I said, or somebody's going to have some sort of email that, you're one of those. But that's my take. So that's it, guys. Love, peace, and hair grease. Till next time.